Are you overqualified? The question is, do you know how to sell yourself when you hear that as a rejection when you're looking for a job? Hello, I'm Diane Bogino. Welcome to Build a Better Career. Build a Better Career is designed to help you find a better job so you can create a better life. Let's get started. You may think that only older workers or people with a lot of experience hear you're overqualified as a rejection, but that's not always the case. If you're a younger worker, you may be looking for the wrong job. If you're an older worker, this might be a case of age discrimination. If you are rejected because you're overqualified, you might ask the interviewer, "May I ask why you say that?" The interviewer may respond with something like, "Oh, this job only needs someone with a few years' experience." Or, "This job is for an entry level person." Or, "This job would not be challenging for you." Or, "The pay scale doesn't meet your qualifications." All of these are assumptions on the interviewer's part, and everyone's situation is different. And you can even say that to the interviewer after they've given their reason for thinking you're overqualified. You can say something like, "Well, yes, I see your point, but everyone's case is different, and let me explain where I'm coming from," or "Here's my position or situation. Now, this is not the place to air dirty laundry or to spin a tale of woe, so be careful here." In the case of salary, twice in my career, I've applied for jobs with low salaries. I've simply stated that I have other sources of income. It's none of the interviewer's business what that is. However, there is a legitimate concern on the part of the organization that you have another job that might interfere with your work. And believe me, any organization wants your full attention to meet their needs. And if you are distracted, find it difficult to meet shift requirements, such as in the hospitality industry, or are constantly late, have to leave early, or are always tired due to another job, you're going to be out in the job market once again. So you can either wait to be asked or you can volunteer the information by saying something like, "I have income from investments," or "I have another source of income that's not connected to another job," or "My other source of income will not interfere with this job." If your other source of income, however, is Social Security, you may not want to volunteer that unless you know you are applying to an age-friendly company. The objective is to sell the value and worth that your experience can bring to the job and to the organization. You can say something like, "This job meets my needs exactly." Now you take that a step further and say something like, "The experience I bring to the table will allow me to provide greater value both to the position and to the organization. Because of my experience, I'm a more efficient and proficient worker, and I understand how to be a team player." You can also add something like, "Because of my years in business, I have a better understanding of business in general, how it works, and I will have the best interest of the organization in mind." Another concern is that the employer may feel you'll become bored, but you can offer something like, "Over the years, I've learned how to enhance my tasks, make them more interesting, and expand on my duties for the good of the organization." Here's something I said when I was confronted with the overqualified challenge. I said, "Look, if I don't know how to do a task, I'll find out how to do the task. I'll get the job done, and I won't complain." Okay, I admit that wasn't very poetic. It may not have been even professional, but I got the job. If you know you're applying for a job that you're overqualified for, the best way to sell yourself is to be prepared with the most appropriate response that fits your circumstances. As a hiring manager, I appreciate it when a candidate is self aware, knowledgeable, transparent, and appreciative about how the organization and the candidate can work together to create a productive working partnership. That one's so. Thank you for watching. And if this and other topics like this are of interest to you, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any videos to help you build a better career so you can create a better life. Let's get started.